Good morning, children. Welcome to the English literature class. Uh, we have completed the previous chapter. That is, what was it? Just a second. Give me just a second. A girl called Manu. We have completed it. The question answers also have been completed. So today we'll proceed to the next chapter, next lesson. That is the secret garden. This is also in your syllabus for the unit test 2. So we'll complete it and then we'll see what we can do later on. As the secret garden, that is, it's a very interesting story of a small girl who Mary, the name of the girl is Mary, who finds a key, and that key ultimately leads her to a door which she opens and finds a garden inside the door. When she opens the door, she finds a garden inside. So she has heard from her elders that there is a garden which is locked for 10 years and nobody has opened it. But ultimately she finds the garden. What happens, how she finds it, that will be reading in the chapter, in this lesson. Just a second. The Secret Garden. This is an extract from Frances Hodgson Burnett's book, The Secret Garden. So, who is the writer of this book? Frances Hodgson Burnett. So, this story, which is in our lesson here, that is an extract of this original story written by Frances Hodgson Burnett. The Secret Garden. 10-year-old Mary Lennox was born in India. Sadly, her parents died and her uncle brought her in Yorkshire. This is one of the counties in England. Living in her uncle's large house, she hears stories of a secret garden surrounded by walls, locked for the last 10 years, which nobody can enter. One of Mary's friends is a pet robin. She doesn't have any other friend other than a pet robin. Robin is a bird. That bird is Mary's friend, belonging to the gardener. Actually, the robin belongs to the gardener, but she has become Mary's friend. One day, the robin helps Mary find the key to the lock and enter the secret garden. Let us see. Mary heard a chirp and a twitter. The sounds of bird, Sounds of bird. Chirp and twitter. And when she looked at the bare flower bed, bare flower bed means where no flowers have been planted. At her left side, there was a robin hopping about. "You do remember me," she cried out. "You do. You are prettier than anything else in the world." She loved that robin. That's why she told the robin that you do remember me. You do. You are prettier than anything else in the world. The robin allowed her to draw closer. Generally, if you go closer to any bird, the bird flies away. But here the robin allowed Mary to go closer to it. The robin allowed her to go closer, draw closer and closer to him, and bend down and bend down and talk and try to make something like robin sounds. So she went near the robin and bent down and made some sounds like the robin itself. As the robin hopped about, she saw him hop over a small pile of freshly turned up earth. Turned up earth. What do you mean by that? Dug up. Turned up means dug up, which has been just dug up. Dug up. Freshly turned up. Means not long ago the soil has been dug up. He stopped on it to look for a worm. Naturally, the birds they feed on worms, so the robin stopped on the uh, turned up earth, small pile of freshly turned up earth, and it was looking for a worm. The earth had been dug up by a dog who had made quite a deep hole. The earth actually had, you might have seen the dogs sometimes, they start digging the earth, digging the soil with their legs. Here also same thing, some dog might have dug up the soil. Mary looked at it and saw something buried in the soil. It was something like a ring of rusty iron or brass, and when the robin flew up into a tree nearby, she put out her hand and picked the ring up. Actually, what happened is the robin hopped and sat down on the freshly dug up soil. It was looking for worms. There, Mary saw something, something of ring type, something which looked like a ring of rusty iron or brass, a ring of rusty iron or brass. And when the robin flew up into the tree, she could see it properly. Could see it very clearly. She put out her hand, then she put out her hand and picked the ring up. It was an old key which looked as if it had been buried a long time. Actually, when she picked up, she could find the she could find that it was actually an old key which has been buried for a long time. Mary stood up and looked at it with an almost frightened face as it hung from her finger. That means she observed the ring and the key very properly, very nicely. Perhaps it has been buried for 10 years, she said in a whisper. She said to herself, because there's nobody around, she said to herself in a whisper, perhaps it is the key to the garden. She had heard about the garden, but now once she has got the key, she is thinking that this key might be buried for about 10 years, and this key might be the key to the garden. She looked at the key quite a long time. She thought that if it was the key to the closed garden and she could find out where the door was, she could open it and see what was inside the walls. She put the key in her pocket and went back home. Again, let us read it properly. She looked at the key quite a long time. She thought that if it was the key to the closed garden and she could find out where the door was, she could open it and see what was inside the walls. She put the key in her pocket and went back home. Actually, as she had heard about the garden from the elders, so she thought that this key might be of the garden itself. Might be of the door to the garden. The next day, Mary took her skipping rope and skipped round all the gardens and round the orchard. Orchard means garden. Orchard means also garden. Places where there are plenty of fruit trees. And the next day, Mary took her skipping rope. Skipping rope, all of you know. You might have also skipped sometimes. And skipped round all the gardens and round the orchard. She stopped to rest a while, and there was the robin again. She got tired while skipping. So she sat down or stopped for some time, and she saw the robin again. Swaying on a long branch of ivy. Ivy is a creeper. Let's see what is written here. a type of climbing plant. That is a creeper, the plant which climbs on other trees, ivy. He had followed her and he greeted her with a chirp. Actually, the writer says that the robin had followed Mary. The robin was following Mary, and when when he saw that Mary is resting for some time, he came near Mary. He had followed her and he greeted her with a chirp. You showed me where the key was yesterday, she said. She said to whom? She said to the robin. Show me the door today, but I don't believe you know. She says, you showed me where the key was yesterday. Actually, it is not the robin that who showed her the key. It was just a coincidence that the robin sat on the loose ground, on the dug up ground, and she could see ring, rusty ring, and she picked up the ring. It is just a coincidence. But she says, you showed me where the key was yesterday. Show me the door today, but I don't believe you know. She says, I don't think you know about it. The robin flew from his swinging spry. Spry means branch. Branch. The robin flew from his swinging spry of ivy on to the top of the wall, and he opened his beak and sang a loud, lovely trill. Trill means a sharp sound, the singing sound of a bird. The sharp, long singing sound of a bird. And sang a loud, lovely trill. So we'll stop here. We'll read the later part next day. Day after tomorrow, or I'm sorry, tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow. Okay. So it's a very good story actually. Now we'll see that she gets to know about the door also. She opens the door, and what she finds inside the door, that will come to know further in the story. The robin also actually does not know what she is doing, what it is not she, what he is doing. But it is just a coincidence. The robin sat on the loose ground, and then Mary could see her. While she was looking at the robin, she could see the ring, and she lifted the ring. So that ring actually contains key, which is of the lock, which is closed lock of the door, which leads to the garden. So in the next chapter, in the next part of the story, we'll see that she enters the garden, and what all are the things in the garden, that we'll see in the story further. Thank you, children.